How do we feed 9 billion people in the future? We're here today on the first Global Food Security Conference in Noordwijkerhout in the Netherlands. Basically, this conference is many people coming together from different disciplines of science, as in economics, agriculture, sociology, politics, life sciences. It's very interdisciplinary.
We're faced with the situation where we're confronted with what some people are calling the agricultural bomb.
Without agriculture, we wouldn't have cities, we wouldn't have people free to do other things but looking after their food.
There's still large numbers of people who don't have enough to eat and they don't have enough income to buy what they would need.
And it's very exciting to see that things now come together and that we indeed provide a service for this emerging community.
We've got 600 people here from 70 different countries, and we've really brought together, I think for the first time for me in all of my career, people from nearly every different discipline that actually connects to this topic of global food security.
This is only a very first step. It's the outcomes of a scientific conference. We have to continue our efforts to bring that to the policy domain, and then in the end it's an issue of people. People have to decide and have to change decisions, and that can only be facilitated by policymakers. So we'll have to reach out to society at large.
I really like that people disagree here. It's my favorite thing so far.
Just being exposed to thinking about the food systems in multiple ways. This conference is really strong that way.
And it's been fascinating so far to look at kind of the intersection of a lot of really important issues that surround food security in terms of the environmental aspects, economic, social aspects, and to get a lot of diverse perspectives coming from different places so that we can try to talk about these issues together and not just in separate spheres.
Food security is critical for Ethiopia because we have about 15 million households that are food deficit in most years. 5 million out of these are structurally food insecure, and therefore technologies and innovations can contribute a lot in terms of achieving this national food self-sufficiency.
We know the question, how to feed 9 billion people in the near future. And we've had a lot of discussions about this is important, why it is important, why are we here today, but what is necessary to answer the question, in your opinion?
Well, if it was simple, we wouldn't have been here. This conference wouldn't be necessary, I think. But for me, a main motivation to organize and to invest in this conference is that I don't believe in a single solution. I mean, you have conferences about production, you have conferences about food waste, you have conferences about poverty. It is not one of these aspects that will solve the problem. I believe in a more integrated solution. So yes, we will have to increase production, but wouldn't it be nice if we have to increase it less than we thought before? Because that's better, I think, in the end for our planet, for the environment. And it can be less, this production increase, if we as humanity manage to moderate our diets a little bit and to lower our food waste, and at the same time work at access to food for the poorest people. So I believe in this integration of solution, and that, I think, the first step towards that is bringing the scientists together that work on these different aspects.